Hey, my Taurus babies, what's happening? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope everybody is having a good end to their week. If you are here in the Americas, North America, hell, United States, what the hell? It's a holiday weekend, Labor Day weekend. This is considered, for those of you that are unaware, the last holiday of the summer. Before we get into my season, witchy poo season, Halloween, pumpkin spice, blah, blah, blah. I'm a summer girl too, but I like spring and fall. I'm sorry. At any rate, we are ready to roll Friday, September 3rd through Tuesday the 7th. Show you what we got on the cut. I don't know why I've been doing this recently. I don't know, Spirit's got its own way of communicating and doing shit, so I just try to follow along. At any rate, Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and the World card facing to the front this time. How about that? Definitely entering a new cycle, a new chapter. Many of you have had the whole summer to review where there has been waste and hesitation in your life, but particularly with your finances. This could be about a lot of things, though, related to home and hearth, pentacles. That's our energy. I don't have it on here. Yeah, this is definitely Taurus. Seven of Pentacles is definitely Taurus energy. Just the summer's been rough for most of us. You know, not being able to achieve certain things. For many of you in the romance department, just not able to manifest what you want. Probably had a lot of options, but compared to anything that you had, nothing has measured up. And that's not a bad thing. That means that your boundaries have changed, your standards have probably risen, and you're just not settling for the status quo. Some of you have spent the summer thinking about exes, what you did wrong, what they did wrong, blah, 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 blah. And for some of you, that energy may be cycling back through as we get closer to the last Mercury retrograde of 2021 that will occur on September 27th. And that would be 3 weeks from this coming Monday. So we are definitely getting into the shadow period. This is going to be unique in so much that this Mercury retrograde is definitely going to focus on people from your past. Could be lovers, ex-lovers, friends, people you haven't seen in a long time. I don't anticipate any, nothing negative, really. For some of you, it may provide an opportunity to go back to something or revise something from your past. For others of you, it may just be, a good time. And it's for, again, getting into that time of year in America anyway, where we're getting ready to roll into holiday season. Thanksgiving, if you want to call Halloween a holiday, Halloween, Christmas, New Year's. We are right in that energy as we move through the month of September. Check the monthly. I don't know why I'm saying this, but it's going to apply to somebody. Go back and listen to the monthly video. There's something in there that I've said that's relating to exes and shit coming back. And that applies. Some of that will start applying now. But that's what we got on the cut. The Queen of Wands. Y'all are aware of your situation. Perfectly aware. You know what's going on. You know what you need to do. For many of you, you need to get up off of said duffus, that is your ass, and reach out for what you're trying to do. Don't wait on them to call you to tell you about the job. Call them. Don't wait on him or her to call you and ask you on a date. Call them. It's that kind of energy. Once again, like I said, definitely entering a new cycle, new chapter. For many of you, You've already entered said new cycle, said new chapter. And so that's all good. This cycle is probably going to run you about 9 months. So at least through the beginning of the year anyway. What else do I see in my little crystal ball? Some of y'all just fucking frustrated. What the hell? Tired of transforming and transformating and changing and shit, and you just, whatever it's gonna be, you just want it to be. Tired of playing around. We got some communication energy coming. Challenge. Knight of Cups. There's a transition. Follow your intuition. That's what that Knight of Cups is saying in this period. Follow your intuition as best you can. Got the Empress, so we are showing up on the first card. Boom. All right. Got that Queen of Wands right there. And guess who's sitting next to her? The Queen of Wands. That part right there. Let's see what this deck gives us for the weekend update. Oh, that's too many. Just throw out a whole batch of cards like, here, take these. 4 of Swords. Landed on the 4 of Swords. How the hell that happened? Yeah, you're going to call, I feel that. There's going to be a truce call. There's going to be some peace made. Albeit a bit shaky. It's still going to be a truce call. So, I don't know how that applies to you. You're ready for this. I'll just say that. You are ready for this. 8 of Pentacles pulls the 9 of Cups. Pentacles is speaking about the lack of focus. Some of y'all are not focused. You want it all and you want it all now. Well, what part of all do you want? Ooh, celebration card. Hey. Six of Swords on top of the 4 of Swords. Okay. Knight of Pentacles, I can't stand his ass on top of the 10 of Pentacles. But whatever you've been waiting on is finally making its destination. Finally getting to you. Page of Swords on top of the 3 of Swords. Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Cups shows up over here for your challenge on top of the Knight of Cups. So this is about your emotional well-being. There's love. There's love coming. There's a transition of some sort coming as it relates to love. So this could be an old situation coming back, but it's got a twist to it. Your challenge here is to be clear. But more than that, your challenge is to be honest about what it is you want. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is, really. If you think there's Looking at the dove. If you think there's a love situation coming back, because some of y'all may be feeling kind of stony and brick wallish, if you will. Because somebody's trying to come back and you're like, I ain't trying to hear that bullshit. If this is something you want, if you're just doing some shit because people are telling you, everything that's wrong, everything that's wrong, fuck that. You've got to follow your heart at some point, especially if you've been doing other things and it hasn't been working. So for an example, we can use two examples, one in the professional and one in the romantic. In the professional, if you've been trying to get this same job or trying to get this promotion and you've been doing this shit for the last year and every time you do it, you get knocked in the head. It might not be that the person offering the position don't want you. It might be the universe telling you no. On the other side of that, romantically, if you've been dealing with a situation that has been in and out, not stable, unsettled, and every time y'all, it's the same loop coming back. You may be in this stone like, fuck. But in your heart of hearts, I'm going to say this about the job and the romance, if this is what you want, maybe you need to figure out another way of getting whatever it is you want. And maybe the universe is telling you, you coming this path is not the way. You need to take another path to get here. Or you might need to look at this from a different perspective. Oh, shit. Now I started connecting cards. Who knew? At any rate, be clear and be honest. That's your challenge over the weekend about what you want. I have a real sharp feeling that many of you are going to just see your options thrown right out there on the table. Here you go. This is what you got to deal with. Be honest. However that resonates with you, be honest. So on the front end of your overall energy, the Four of Swords on top of the Page of Wands, there's a message coming from a lover. And it may be all this shit I'm talking. Time to call a truce. Time to get out of playing statue for a minute and just sit down and look at what is it? What is it? What is it? A lot of overthinking, a lot of thinking, period, about some situation that, has got you all up in the air. Pages are young energy. So for here, there's a feeling of renewal. Maybe there is something you can renew or you want to renew. You see little spriglets on the wine. They're there for a reason. That means there's opportunity there. But some of you may need to even just call peace with your damn self because you've been arguing and fighting about, I don't know if I want this. I don't know if I want that. I don't know. And just get clear. Call a truce on your own shit. And just say, okay, this is what I'm trying to do. Once again, more sword energy. Taking a bigger look. Taking a step back and taking a bigger, broader view of what's really going on in your life, because it may not be what you think it is because you're looking too close. You're just looking at what's happening right now. You're not looking at the bigger picture. There may be situations in your life where there's lessons you need to learn. Once again, talking about the job and you not being able to get it. Maybe the universe is trying to tell you, well, not necessarily you don't need this, but what haven't you learned where you are? A lot of times we just figure we're somewhere because we're looking up close at the picture and like, Step back and take a broader view and look at the full cycle of what you've been through. Back end of your overall energy, the Eight of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups. It's the same thing. Lacking focus. Y'all got all kind of shit. You done put in your manifestation book, all kind. You trying to manifest a car, and you trying to manifest a house, and you trying to manifest a better school for the kid. You just trying to do it all. And if you can't focus on the one thing, you're not gonna get no thing. Hello. Consolidation. What are we talking about? You got all these things you want to manifest, But you ain't manifesting nothing because you're trying to manifest too fucking much. That part right there. And some of you, this may have occurred to you already. Like, I'm just doing too much. I need to not do so much. Or I'm trying to manifest too much. I need to not manifest so much. I need to just take it a chunk at a time. But a lot of us are in situations where we need to manifest everything right now. You need to clarify what it is that you want. All of this. Clarity. Letting your guard down. And see, sometimes to be clear, you have to let your guard down. And you have to make peace with yourself so you can see what it is you actually need to be manifesting right now. Might not be what you think. Opportunities for certain things might not be there forever, but you're not going to manifest that right now because you'd rather have this over here right now. You need to clarify, consolidate, bring together all of that energy and focus all of that energy one thing at a time, please. That part. So, because it's overwhelming. Yeah, all them papers and shit just all over the damn place. Like, what the hell? Focus. Focus. For Friday, the Empress with the 4 of Wands. Somebody's coming back. That's the Empress energy. That's Taurus energy. This time, though, with this big fat major energy back here, you know who you are. You know what you're worth. So there's gonna be some things said and put out there because you are no longer tolerating. And if you look at her, she's kind of turning around like, yep, okay, we can do this. But guess what? This is what this looks like. The stars above her head. For many of you, this is related to your hopes, wishes, and dreams. At any rate, some point this weekend, something that you've been trying to get to is going to just be out there. And you should be successful, and it will be cause for celebration. Now, whether or not anybody is going to follow said rules and boundaries long term, that's another story. So be careful. Doing all the celebrating and you're not looking at the fine print, you know, somebody may be trying to come back. This is related to financial endeavors as well. You may be trying to go back on an investment or to someone that was managing or handling your investments before, and they're going to be like, hey, we can do everything you want to do. Yeah, okay. Because you've set out, this Empress is telling me, you've set out different boundaries now. You want something different, and you're not accepting less than that. But make sure, especially on the financial piece, make sure it's long term. And they don't just sneak in there, it's only going to be a 3 year. Yeah. We're talking about 3 years, we're talking about 20. So make sure you are clarifying that. Once again, that energy of being clear. At the end of it, there'll be a reason to celebrate. But again, just make sure you're celebrating the right thing. And people are thinking the way that you're thinking, because they may not be. They may be saying, oh, yeah, we're going to follow new guidelines. Yeah, I can't cheat, I can't. And then 6 months from now, they back on some stupid shit. Just saying. Saturday's energy, 6 of Swords on top of the 4 of Swords. Obviously, there are changes going on, but here's the thing. You can't play the victim anymore. You can't. You can't play the victim anymore. In order to make any kind of progress, you're going to have to look at whatever it is that's hanging you up from a victimology standpoint. What the hell? Oh, it always happens to me. Why? Why? Let's see, I wrote on that, playing the victim. Why does it always happen to you? Get a shovel and dig underneath that shit. Going in the retrograde season, that's what you should be doing anyway. This is definitely intellectual energy, changing your thinking, changing how you perceive people, places, and things. Once again, it's this energy of maybe what you thought you wanted ain't what you wanted, or ain't what you needed. I'm sorry, my bull babies. Anyway, so stop playing the victim and dig deep. These are changes you need to make. Maybe what you thought you were going after isn't what you should be going after. It's the same energy. Keep applying for the same job. You keep getting turned down for it. Maybe that it's bigger than maybe that's not for you. Maybe the way you're going about it is wrong. Maybe you're looking at a romantic situation. You need to change it up. You need to just look at it in a different light. And I don't mean from romantic to friend or from friend to romantic, but maybe the way people are doing things in situations, looking at it differently, making the necessary changes so you can get what you want at the end of the day. Looking at Sunday's energy with Slowpoke on top of the Ten of Pentacles. It's coming. Been a long fucking time, but it is actually coming. Now, and this has got something to do with the romantic situation. There may be some initially, what the fuck you want? What you call me for? What you send me a text message for? You ain't been calling. What you want? You might go into this with your fist up. Very defensive. However, once again, I'm going to back up to the day before with that victimology and shit. Playing the victim. Stop that. Stop that. Stop giving people your power. Number one. You did something to me. No. Just don't go any further than that. Don't even start talking about what somebody did to you, because actually it's what you allowed them to do. I know y'all swiping left and clicking off and going to the next video. I feel you. I get it. And sometimes it's hard to hear that, but you still end up with what you want. And maybe it took so long because you needed to realize some of the things that you were just, somebody else's fault. And it really isn't anybody else's fault. Things that could have been corrected or talked about or brought out into the open early, you didn't, because you weren't focused. It's the only fucking thing I can say. You weren't focused. This is the universe telling you now it's time to get focused and readjust your thinking accordingly, and don't blame somebody else. But, hello, it's here. Slowpoke finally made it. Monday's energy, Three of Swords with the Page of Swords on top. The delays that you've been experiencing coming to an end. Coming to an end. Some intellectual communication coming, somebody telling you how they feel, what they think, and less feeling and more thinking. I thought, blah, blah, blah. I thought you thought, blah, blah, blah. That kind of situation right there. This could be from someone that's broken your heart before, or it could be a situation that was disappointing, didn't have a good outcome, and coming back on it and looking, once again, taking a bigger view. Taking a bigger view. At the end of all of this, the Queen of Wands with the Ace of Wands on top, this is about you snatching the reins and taking control of whatever is going on. There's a couple things to this. It's just what I said up here about deception. You're looking for long term. The Empress is looking for long term. She knows her worth now. She understands her value. But somebody, they only thinking for the next 3 weeks and not the next 30 years, okay? Same energy. Same energy. Four of Wands up here, Ace of Wands down here. Going back into something. But all the truth is not coming out. Yeah, that's it. All the truth is not coming out. Some things that are still hidden. Be careful thinking you're doing some long-term shit and it end up to be some 20-minute shit. I'm just saying. I am just saying. This energy's kind of fucked up in so much as it's a mirror looking back at you going, well, what did you do? Well, what did you do? Well, what did you do? Because you're busy. Some of you are still busy trying to put it on somebody else, playing the victim. Get clear. That's a big thing here. focus on what the biggest thing that you want right now. Not all 20 things, but the one thing. This is for Taurus universe. This is for Taurus. I feel like I'm missing something and I haven't said everything. And if that's the case, I will most definitely be back up here with another video. Trust and believe. Some of you just need to step back. What you want is right there, but you can't see it and can't manifest it because you're too busy trying to manifest it. Go do something else. Take time for yourself this weekend. They call that shit self-care. That part. Take time for yourself. If it's nothing but just to give yourself a mental break, sit down and binge watch something. Take your time. Don't, be trying to rush through the whole weekend. It's a holiday weekend once again, so don't be trying to rush to Monday. Sit down and take your time and do something for yourself. Go hang with your friends. Preoccupy your mind with something else, something fun, something light, and not a whole lot of heavy-duty, deep-ass, backward conversations about what's going on in everybody's life. Go get drunk, whatever it is you do on the weekends. Go hang with your friends. Go play pool. Go dance, do karaoke, whatever. But go hang with your friends. Give yourself a break. After you take some time for yourself, go hang with them. And actually hanging with your friends is taking time for yourself. Who knew? Stay in your lane. Don't be trying to run all off into somebody else's lane and hit somebody else's car on some bullshit. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. And that's on either side. Actually driving a car, or we're talking about something as far as situations in your life are concerned. Stay in your lane. Because what other people are doing, thinking, and saying really doesn't have any bearing on what you're trying to think, do, and say. So just stay in your lane. If you, baby mama issues, baby daddy issues are coming up. So maybe that baby mama and baby daddy got a new girlfriend or boyfriend and they're trying to do some extra shit that's not directly related to your child. Stay out of it. Stay in your lane. And then for those of you that are trying to manifest everything all at once, all them damn papers up in the air, you need a better plan on how you gonna manifest what it is that you actually want. Once you clarify that, how you gonna get it? My Taurus babies, I love you. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.